I've been with my boyfriend for 8 years, living together for 5 years. We love each other and live a happy life together. I want to move forward with our relationship and get married, but he won't propose and I'm getting tired of waiting. I, 32F, have been with my boyfriend, 36M, for 8.5 years, and we've been living together at his apartment for 5 years. Like any long relationship, we've had our ups and downs, but in the last 2 years, everything has been great. I know he is my person, and I am his. He's a great guy, not just to me, but to friends, family, and strangers, cares a lot about me, shows affection, communicates well, has financially supported me while I finished my degree, and we have a great time together, both on a daily life basis, and on special events like travels and all. We pretty much are already living a married life, without kids, but that alone doesn't fulfill my dream of marriage. I want a celebration of our love. I want to share this moment with our friends and family. I want to be a bride and plan this major life event with him, and I have voiced this to him a few times. A few years back, he was unsure of our future together, but we worked on our relationship and are in a great place, so now when I talk about planning a wedding and marriage, he seems to be on board with it. At least he entertains my thoughts, but so far I haven't seen a ring. I've kind of given him 2 ultimatums. I won't invest any money in buying a bigger place together if we're not married. We've been cramped in his bachelor pad for the last 5 years and are getting tired of it, and I won't celebrate double digits of being boyfriend and girlfriend, but even that seems like too long of a stretch now. But honestly, I don't think I have the courage to walk out of an otherwise perfect relationship, so I just keep dragging this and building resentment with every anniversary, with every time I see the surprised faces of people who ask how long we've been dating, and with every wedding of people in our circle. I just feel stuck while everyone else around us is moving on with their lives. How do I get him to finally propose, or at least admit he won't ever do it, so I can be free of these bad feelings of uncertainty? Op adds an edit to her post. I'm not from the US, so maybe it's a wedding culture thing there, but where I'm from, we just love a good party, any party. When the reason for it is to celebrate the love and union of 2 people, it really brings people together in a very unique way. It always gets me emotional even as just a guest. That's what I love about it and dream of having as a bride. There's nothing to do with having a big fancy event to post on social media and live my Disney princess dreams. Even the ring thing, I was talking about it figuratively. It isn't a tradition for the men to get the fiancé an engagement ring. This just got popular here recently. Usually, they both get their wedding bands and wear it on the right hand till the wedding. Legally, I'm sure there are differences between my country and the US, but marriage pretty much affects the same aspects of our lives. Even roommates have contracts, their names on a lease or something. I don't have any legal ties to him right now. I understand some people can live together for many years without it, but for me, this is important to feel secure about our future together. About kids, since the beginning I knew I didn't want any, and he didn't have a strong opinion about it and was okay with anything I decided. We still talk about having kids, to check on each other and see where we're at on this matter. I've been having second thoughts, and he is still on board if I decide I do want to. But that's not the reason I'm upset I'm not married after 8 years together. I haven't asked him directly if he wants to get married and why recently, so I haven't gotten a straight answer since a few years back when it was a no. I've been just casually touching on the subject to try to get a glimpse of where he's at, and he seems positive, acknowledging that we are in a much better place now that we worked on those issues. So after reading all the comments, that I really wasn't expecting to get, I realized the next logical thing is to have a direct and honest conversation with him. I just need to figure out how to approach it. We have a big trip coming up next month, so I'll probably wait after that. Thank you all so much for your input and advice, I appreciate all perspectives. Update 2 months later. I debated posting an update, because now that everything is resolved I feel kind of silly about posting in the first place, but maybe this can find someone in a similar situation and help. I should add that I am an overthinker and anxious person, and this is probably why I got here in the first place. After 8+ years of relationship, I started doubting our future only because of a lack of initiative on his part, and it's like all the algorithms decided to feed these feelings with similar stories that didn't end well. So I started overthinking everything and basically ignored all the signs that we were doing great, like his constant reassurance that he loved me and was happy with me, when he would look at me with mesmerized eyes while just going about our daily life. I felt so loved and cared for, but the lack of a proposal had to mean something was wrong, right? A week before our big trip, while introducing the topic of marriage, trying to start a conversation like I was advised here, he was really dismissive, trying to change the subject, and that sent me spiraling down on anxious thoughts. When he realized that hurt me, he immediately backtracked, started apologizing and said that he was only avoiding the subject because he had something planned and wanted it to be a surprise. When asked on other occasions, months before, He had confirmed his intentions of marrying me one day, but this time was different. It was enough to lift any doubt I had, and I also didn't want to ruin any surprise, so I dropped the subject. Then, as expected, during our trip, in a beautiful place, doing what we always loved doing together these past 8 years, he proposed. It was one of those moments that I felt really seen, like everything was thought out to make me happy, without me having to ask for it. He even managed to record it in the most unsuspicious way, so I'll always have something to remember it. So this update is to say that every relationship is different, and every life has a different timeline. There isn't any amount of years that automatically tells you the other person doesn't want to get married. Obviously, I'm not saying to ignore any signs, but you have to look inside the relationship rather than compare to others and seek external validation. Even though most comments on the original post went in a different direction, I probably wouldn't have started that conversation with him when I did, and wouldn't have been so relaxed during our trip when he proposed. So I appreciate you guys for that.